Hi guys, welcome. Okay, I'm here for the first live stream of the day. I won't be home at 5, so it'll just be this one and then one later tonight. As always, I will take the questions in the order that they're asked. Super chats and PayPal donations, $1.99 or more. We'll skip the line. Oh, I gotta find the other phone. Oh, there it is. Oh shit, I hope it's charged. No, of course it's not charged. I'm an ass. All right, let me plug this phone in. Maybe I should be prepared. All right, I'm gonna plug this phone in for a while. Let it charge. And I'll go through, I'll use this. Cinnamon, career. Well, you got some nice stuff happening. So first, all the hard work that you've put into your career is about to pay off with the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. You have the Magician here, which means you can pretty much manifest anything you want. And the Two of Pentacles, balance is starting to come back into your life. Also, you've got a new romantic interest. If you're not with anyone right now, there's a relationship coming in. If you are with someone right now, this is just a positive omen that your current relationship is moving in the right direction. Overall, your intuition is heightened and you've got balance, patience, compassion coming in. When it comes to your career, you may feel like you have a long road ahead of you. Nine of Wands is in reverse. But the truth is that with the Three of Pentacles, it's pretty stable. You have a pretty stable situation. Let me find it on here. TD, the Aries energy towards me. Aries energy. Prepared and forthcoming, taking control. He may be not holding himself back anymore. You may see a shift in his energy this week. It may be a little bit more positive. Chloe, will me and Mark come together soon? I got a 33% chance, yes, it'll happen soon. It may take a little bit longer than you want, but I think it's going to happen. Manaz, did the Pisces see me with Travis yesterday? I'm only getting a 33% chance, yes. I'm not convinced that they saw you. Lightning, love messages. Oh, while I'm shuffling, the wish card flew out. So you got a wish, put that out into the universe. You also have a new interest coming in. If there's nobody around you right now, it looks like you got an Aquarius coming in. And they may make you feel a little bit like they knock you like you're knocked down by them. They knock you off balance when they show up. If there's nobody around you, there's definitely an air sign coming in. Aquarius, Gemini, or a Libra. There could be an Aquarius and another air sign, but there's definitely people coming in. If you're not with anyone right now, this person that comes in is going to be like a little bit crazy, I think. Adventurous, want to do nutty things, and make you feel like a tornado just blew in. But I think they're going to be a whole lot of fun. Use your intuition. They're not a bad person. They just come in like a bat out of hell, and like kind of turns your world upside down. It's going to be fun, I think. PJ, what's my life's purpose? I don't know what your life's purpose is. We all have, I mean, we have a lot of purposes. You know, some of us are caretakers. Some of us are teachers. I think most of us are teachers. I'm going to ask the cards and see what comes up, but we don't just have one purpose. You know, we serve a lot of purposes throughout our life for a number of different reasons. And sometimes you don't even realize what you've done until you look back on it. You know, like people that you've affected and people that you've changed their lives and you had no idea that you did it. So I'll check and see what comes up, but I can't say like your life's purpose is to be here and be a gardener. You know, like there's just, you know, we're parents, we're children, we're neighbors, we're healers. We're all here to do a lot of different things. What comes up around you is that you have a lot of choices and happiness. So there's a lot that you're here to do. 7 of Cups is like plenty of choices and happiness. You might find it, I don't know what you do normally, but you may help people that have been victims of something. Like there's anxiety here. People that have had some kind of anxiety, whether it's connecting with people that have been through some sort of a traumatic experience. And helping them heal from it. I don't know how you feel about that, but it also that may be something that doesn't come up for the next 20 years. Years ago when I first started seeing, well, first of all, people my whole life always used to tell me, whether they did my astrological chart or they were reading my cards, people would tell me, you're meant to be a teacher. And I would think of like, I don't know why, but in my head, I had like an old lady school teacher with like a lot of cats. Like that's just what I saw when I heard that. And I used to get so aggravated that I was like, there is no way I'm ever going to become a teacher. And they also used to tell me that I would be a good business person. And I'm like, I'd be the worst business person. I'd give everything away for free. But as I got older and I started to realize that there's more to being a teacher than just, you know, teaching in school from 8 to 3. You know, like there's more than that. Like you could be a teacher. And I started teaching yoga. So that was part of my life's purpose. I think teaching this kind of stuff and teaching the different spiritual practices that I've studied, I think that's also part of my purpose. So, and at the time when I heard it, I didn't believe it. So if it doesn't resonate with you, it may be far, you know, into the future. Who knows? Maybe 10 years from now, you'll look back and you'll say, oh, I really connected with so-and-so on this level. And I definitely helped them through some sort of a trauma. Manaz, ours current feelings and intentions towards me. Okay, I don't know who this person is, but the first thing that comes up is the 2 of Cups, which would be a soulmate connection. I'm not seeing a lot of lovers cards, so I don't know if this is a love relationship or just a soulmate connection. But it's all about hard work. All right, this person's going to be putting in a lot of hard work. There's success around the relationship. If you walk away from something in the past that's no longer serving you, the divine timing and then will help you out. Will make things happen. That happens for a lot of people. You know, you start to cut out things that no longer work and then good things start to come in. It reminds me of like pruning a bush. You know, you cut back some of the dead stuff and then all of a sudden the bush flourishes. Miss Ronnie, energy around the Sag. Prepared, loving, and magical. Prepared, loving, and the power to manifest. Energy around him is pretty good. It's pretty positive today. Allison, what will my next relationship be like and when? It may not happen for another 3 months. It will be with somebody who's grounded, down to earth, and very prepared. loving, but they also may be very self-protective. They're a hardworking person with the Eight of Pentacles. Spontaneous, balanced, even keeled, easy to get along with, serene, peaceful, strong. They may be very strong and you may not realize it for a while. Like it may come out, like different circumstances may come out and then you like start to see their strength. May have a problem making decisions. They may be a little bit like wishy-washy when it comes to certain things, but overall they're a loving person and they bring a lot of happiness with them. They're very successful. Not a bad person. Lena, who is coming towards me in love? Damn, now that's on low battery. I have to unplug that one. Who's coming towards Lena in love? You've got an Aries and you have a Taurus. It also could be somebody that's like an Aries born on the Taurus cusp. You also may have to make a decision because you have a water sign around you too. Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio, and also somebody coming back from your past. So it could be 3 different people that are coming in, or it could be that one of the people is somebody from your past. Now keep in mind, somebody from your past is somebody you know from the past. It doesn't have to be an ex-lover. It doesn't have to be, you know, it could just be, oh, funny, I ran into Tommy from kindergarten, and then all of a sudden there's a connection with him. It doesn't have to be somebody that you've already been involved with. Just somebody who's a familiar face. Desiree, when will Harry contact me? Okay. Maybe sometime in August. Soleil, I emailed you. Oh, okay. Oh, I didn't get it yet. I didn't see it. All right, let's do general. I'll do that when I get off. You have a wish. Put that out into the universe. You also have either a disaster that's being cleaned up or like a mini disaster when this card's in reverse. It's not the biggest deal. It's either something that was a disaster and we fixed it, or it's something that's like a nuisance. You may be feeling a little bit of regret over that too. But you have the opportunity for a new beginning coming up. You have some strength coming in, balance, patience, serenity, a spiritual connection or a spiritual practice that you may be getting a lot out of, and perseverance. 7 of Wands. You have the strength to finish anything that you've started. Persevering, not giving up, moving forward. Nothing, like, you don't let anything hold you back. You're moving into a time where you know what you want, you know how to get it. Sue, will I score between 520 and 527 on the July 18th test? Yeah, I think you will. 70% chance, yes, you will. Roxana, I want to know if my grandfather is going to live. Okay, it's hard for me to answer those questions because one day we're all going to die, you know? So to ask a question like that, is he, well, how long, you know what I mean? I don't like to predict death. I'm going to do it because you asked it, but tomorrow is promised to no one, and we're not in control of that. So I can't guarantee how accurate this is going to be. Okay, so this is what I'm getting here. The Judgment card is here, which is, I'm not surprised this card shows up because it's all about divine timing. The way that I've been taught, you don't choose when you're born and you don't choose when you die. Those, everything else in between, you've got free will. So when this card shows up, the powers that be are sort of saying, it's up to us, not you, kind of, you know, it's all in God's time, or whatever it is that you believe. As of right now, if I had to say yes or no, I would say that I wouldn't think that he would be around that much longer, because I didn't get any aces. But like I said, I don't like to predict death, and we're all going to die. So when you ask a question like, is he going to live? Well, he could live for the next week, he could live for the next month, he could live for the next year, but eventually we all meet that fate. So my suggestion is to spend as much time with him that you can, or at least call him, so that you could at least have that. Because we don't know, and the cards are not looking seriously promising. But like I said, that may not, you know, it's like when judgment shows up, it's like, listen, the powers that be handle that. We don't decide that. And you don't know. Like my mother, they wanted to put her into hospice. It was October 14th, and they said that she probably would live to see the holidays, and they were expecting about 3 months. She died that night. So you can't, it's really hard to predict that. Anyway. Malika, why did Michael tell me that he loves me and then push his feelings aside after? You know, people just emotionally are not equipped. It's the truth. Like people, if you're dealing with somebody who's not manipulating, like people that are very manipulating will say anything and do anything to get what they want. But somebody who's just honestly does one thing, says another, a lot of times people are just not emotionally equipped. See, he's going to come back around, or he's going to come forward a little bit more. It almost comes off like he's a little bit embarrassed by his emotions. Star card is right in the center of the spread, so you have a wish. Put that out into the universe. You know, people, it's like they don't really teach us growing up how to deal with our emotions. And sometimes people feel a little bit embarrassed. And, you know, like I would think, like now, like what is there to be embarrassed about? By the time you're an adult, you've pretty much felt almost every emotion you could possibly feel, but yet we still have a hard time dealing with them sometimes. He's going to come forward a little bit more. You got to give him a little bit of time, but like that's the thing. It's like sometimes it gets so frustrating with someone that it's like, why can't you just do what you say, mean what you say, and act like a normal adult? You know, say one thing and do another. It's unfortunate, but a lot of people do that. So it may be something that you have to decide for yourself how much of this you want to put up with. He's not lying to you. He does love you. It's just, you know, like emotionally, like he's got to get a grip. So like, will Leroy go to his mom's house later without me? Okay. Let's see. 70% chance, yes, he will. And I don't know why you're not going to go with him, but if he will go. I don't know what the situation is. SS. What were my manager's reviews about me attending the training last week? Okay, let's see. How did the managers feel about last week's training? I think that it went well. I think that there was one of them that may be a control freak. Emperor in reverse is somebody who wants to be in control, and that may be a problem for them. Like the kind of person that doesn't want to let you do it because they have to do it themselves, kind of a thing. And these people can be very difficult to deal with. But they feel that overall, you're very prepared, you're very stable, you're very well balanced. You picked it up quickly, and that you're very strong. Just watch out for the control freak, because they love to do things, right? Because they want to do them, because they have to have it done a certain way, and then turn around and say that nobody does anything. Meanwhile, you already did it. Um, Soleil, how's Leroy feeling about me and our relationship? Sometimes he feels like it's a little bit upside down or uprooted, or maybe that's just what's going on right now. He's been thinking about it and focused on it a lot, and he's has a lot of decisions that he feels like he has to make, or that he feels like things don't always run as smooth as they should. He feels that you're nurturing, caring, kind, but I think he feels that you're either a little bit argumentative or a little bit insecure about things, and that kind of wears on him. He finds it a little difficult. The Fool is here, which means that either some spontaneity should come in, or you should be embarking on a new journey together, or like turning the corner in your relationship. So this is a positive card. Roxana, I want to know if my uncles and cousins have the virus. All right. I mean, it's hard for me to ask if ever, you know, like, what if one person has it and someone else doesn't? But I'm going to ask, do the uncles and cousins have the virus? Somebody might. 70% chance that somebody could. I don't think that they all do. I think there's a lot of, I don't know. I don't trust the media. I don't trust any media. But, like, I have friends that are cops. My one friend, and she works in the division that's doing the testing. And she worked in an office very close to two people that had the virus, and she didn't get it. When they tested her, they only did one nostril. In the morning, they were doing 2 nostrils in the throat. She didn't have to have that done. She came back negative. She never had any symptoms. Another guy tested positive for the virus, but negative for the antibodies. He had never had any symptoms. So I don't know. There's a lot of crazy shit going on around this virus. I mean, I don't know. It's just, it's really screwed up. Stephanie, how is T feeling about the text from last night? He's undecided. He doesn't know what to think. He's also feels a little unstable, a little bit unbalanced, and a little bit upside down. And he feels like the weight of the world is on his shoulders. Stephanie, how's he feeling towards me today? Well, he's feeling like a little bit like that there's regret around the situation, and a little bit like upside down. The 2 of Cups in reverse would be a breakup. If you guys were together, I would say that there would be an argument big enough to cause a breakup. And he's feeling a little bit stuck in the mud when it comes to you, or like he doesn't know what to think. There's a lot around this situation that he doesn't understand, and I don't think, I think it's drained his energy, and he's just trying to kind of leave things alone. I don't think he thinks that he can fix things. It's really very messy at this point, and I don't know. I don't think that he wants to deal with this kind of dramatics. Miss Ronnie, will I start to be more positive towards the Sag? I'm only getting a 33% chance, yes, but I'm fine with that, because there is a chance that things could go more positive, or you may be feeling different. As long as at the end of the day it's your choice what happens, I don't care. You know, I just want you to have the choice. If you tell him to, you know, go fly a kite, that's fine. But I want it to be your decision, and I think it will be. SS, June 26th exam. Any advice? Will I pass on the first attempt? Okay. As of right now, I'm only getting a 33% chance that you pass on the first attempt, but it comes back to whether or not you're prepared, because the Two of Wands is in reverse, which kind of indicates that either you're not feeling like you're prepared or there's more preparation that's needed. So between now and then, if you could spend your time preparing for it, things could change. Still have a good couple of weeks. I would give it all you can, because I think personally, if you apply yourself, you will pass. 33% chance is still a chance. So focus, spend the time. I don't know what it's about, but learning or whatever it is that you have to do, and I think you'll be fine. Stephanie, how's he feeling that he fell asleep? How is he feeling that he fell asleep? Okay. Unsuccessful comes up. All right, I don't know what was going on, but unsuccessful comes up. Chloe, does Mark still think of me? Yes. Andrea, I don't see the question yet, so I'm going to do Ashmi just so I don't lose my spot. How is RJ feeling today about me after no contact? Okay. He comes up like he feels very neutral right now. I know that's like weird, but it's like he doesn't know what to think. I don't know how long it's been since you've spoken to him, because it doesn't feel like he's thinking that this is like a long-term no contact thing. Like it hasn't been long enough for him to think that you've disappeared. It shows that he's questioning it. He feels a little bit out of balance, but he's not really making such a big deal in his head because he feels like you're around, or that you're still there. He feels very neutral. I don't know if I'm explaining that right. Like, I don't think he's made the connection. If you've disappeared, I don't think it's long enough for him to notice that you've disappeared. Like, he just may think that, you know, you're busy doing other things. Like, for example, all right, last night, was it last night? It might have been last night or the night before, I don't remember. I went out for a walk and I called one of my friends, and I'm pretty sure that he put me to voicemail. He probably, I mean, he does a lot of Zoom things. He may have been Zooming with somebody. I can't remember now if it was last night. It doesn't matter. It was long enough ago that I haven't heard from him since, and I'm not even thinking about it. You know, I'm like, I just thought about it because it came up, like, as far as no contact is concerned. So, like, does he think that him and I are in no contact? No, he doesn't. But I haven't spoken to him in over a week. But, you know, like, people, like, yeah, like, or my friend Amy, I walked around the lake with her. It's going to be 2 weeks ago tomorrow. I haven't spoken to her since. Does she feel like we're in no contact? No. Like, she's not thinking anything of it. Like, she knows she'll hear from me. It's probably not something that's in the front of her mind. That's how this is coming up. Like, he's not realizing it yet, or it's not something he's made the connection of yet. Andrea, is taking a break from my needy friend a good choice, or should I go about it differently? No, definitely. Needy people will suck out all your energy, and you've got to protect your energy. Your energy is for you. It's not your job to take care of needy people. Absolutely. cut that off. You don't have to cut it off completely, but limiting the time is definitely helpful, because energy suckers, I mean, are you going to deplete all of your energy? And that's not what you're here for. You're not here to serve other people. That's an energy vampire. No, absolutely. Cut ties a little bit. Like, you could still be friends, you can still talk to this person, but if this person calls you up 25 times a day and it's all about them, and you get off the phone with them and you're exhausted and drained, less of this person. Because you always have to put yourself first. It's not in a selfish way, but it's like when you get on an airplane, right? And they tell you that before you help the person sitting next to you, you put on your oxygen mask. Because if you pass out, you can't help anyone. You're no good to anyone. So you have to take care of yourself first. And somebody who is too needy, the more you give them, the more they're going to take. Because that person needs to work on themselves. Every one of us needs to work on ourselves. You're not responsible for fixing what's broken in her life. Absolutely limit your time. And it's not being selfish. That's just, it's for your own good. Witty, will G offer her cup of love to me today? Okay, let's see. Oh, you have a good chance. 70% chance, and the 8 of Wands. That's pretty high that something happens today that's significant. L. Renzo's feelings regarding me leaving. He was cold. Not really happy about it. Feeling that there's a lot of regret, sorrow and regret. Trying to keep his mind off of it. Trying to be busy with something else, work-related, but not very happy. People have trouble expressing themselves. Kiki, does the Libra have good intentions with me? Okay. Yes, absolutely. Goddess, waiting for the upcoming week. Got good luck coming in this week. You've got good luck and opportunities coming in, especially when it comes to money and finances. Just watch out that you're not holding yourself back. And watch out here with the Hermit in reverse. The Hermit in reverse is doing something and not telling people that you did it because you don't want to hear their 2 cents. Like charging up your credit cards, or sleeping with your ex-boyfriend. You know, like, it's like, oh, I'm not going to tell anyone I did that because I don't want them to tell me that I shouldn't have done that. So be careful that you're not doing something that you know is bad, or that's bad for your well-being. But overall, you got good luck coming in this week. TD, Scorpio's energy towards me. Transformative, the Death card. Transformation's coming in. Things could change around that situation pretty quickly. Happy. Will I get the opportunity to settle in a specific country in my mind soon? I'm a Cancer and into finance. Okay, let's see. Will we be able to settle into this specific country? Yes, you will. The thing is that the Magician here is in reverse. So it could take, damn. The Magician is in reverse, so it could take longer than you want it to. I think you will get to go to the country that you want to be in. I'm on the fence with this freaking virus as to whether or not that's going to hold things up, because that seems to be holding up things for a lot of people. A lot of things that were supposed to happen are not happening because we're in lockdown, and the days are just passing and we don't have the opportunity. You know, like, it can't happen because, but I think that for you, you're going to get to this country and you're going to settle in. It just may take longer than you expect because of this virus. Like, depending on what country it is, whether or not you can, travel's open to them at this point. So we got to wait and see how that plays out. This whole thing has been such a clusterfuck. Alpha Omega. What are RH's current feelings towards me? Okay. Okay, the Sun is the first card that comes out, which is happiness. Feels that you're very balanced and this person's very focused on you. That there's a lot of success around the situation. I don't know, she may feel like she doesn't have a lot of choices around her, and she may feel a little bit like her life is stagnant, but the love cup is here between the two of you. So things could move forward. She definitely finds you attractive, spiritually connected, kind, happy, easygoing, decisive, hardworking, and the Lover's card is here. So I think that if you give it a little bit of time, things can kind of unfold naturally. Soleil, does he want me to go to his mom's house? No, I think he does want you to go. He does want you to go. Definitely wants you to go. I don't know why you would think he doesn't want you to go. Elizabeth, what C thinks of my pics and profile on Tinder? Will he text? Okay. Oh my God, you got 3 aces. He's going to text. He's obviously impressed by the profile. You should hear from him soon. Roxana, Ishmael's going to do well with his house and his business. Okay, let's see. Yes, overall he will do well. He might have a couple of pitfalls with the business where things are kind of stagnant for a moment here and there, but overall it looks like he's got a lot of success coming in. Talia, General. Just look out that you're not going to get involved here in a 3-way love triangle. If you enter it and you're a willing participant, that's fine. I don't judge that. But if you don't know, I would be careful. It looks like overall life is going to be changing quickly, even overnight. You may have a new business opportunity that comes in that's very successful. The power to manifest just about anything that you want with the Magician. Look out that you don't have some arguments with somebody with the King of Swords. There could be some sharp words around a connection with a Pisces. It might be with a Pisces. But overall, life is changing for the better quickly. Just look out for this 3-way love triangle here, or a third-party situation. Just know what you're getting into before you get into it. That's all. Kayla, General. Life moves forward quickly. You're about to embark on a personal transformation. You have a wish that comes true, money coming in, and the Empress. So with these kind of cards, right? Basically things are happening for you. Love's coming in, money's coming in. You're transforming as a person, growing spiritually. The Empress is here. Love, money, abundance, fertility. Be careful if you don't want kids when the Empress shows up. That's always a possibility. But otherwise, it looks like things are going to be moving along nicely for you. Ariane, what MC feels about me? MC may think that you're a very strong person with a lot of potential, that you don't always give yourself enough credit. They think that you're very intelligent, that your intuition is pretty much spot on too. So they kind of think that you're intelligent, book smart, wise, but also street smart. They think that you're very strong, but that you sell yourself short. That's what comes up. It comes up twice. Ashmita, I feel RJ has been thinking about me a lot today. Is that true? Mm, 70% chance, yes, that is true. Ariane, general. You've got the sun coming out, and you have a relationship with money or work that's grounded down to earth, and the roots grow very deep. So you don't really have to worry right now about losing that job or business or whatever it is. Things can be moving forward quickly. It's important to take time for rest and relaxation. Don't skip that, because it's important for your well-being. And look out for some sharp words around somebody who could be a Capricorn. Now, the Devil card is here, which could be somebody around you suffering from some sort of an addiction, or some kind of a earthly pleasure that they're overindulging in. So they may not be a full-blown alcoholic, but it could be somebody that's like on a bender, that's just drinking way too much. That might be the person that you have sharp words with. And it doesn't have to be alcohol. It could be anything. It could be somebody's been locked at home for the last 3 months and they're charging up their credit cards. You know, it could be that kind of thing. But the devil is usually an earthly pleasure. Soleil. Oh, one from Mel. Okay. Soleil. One for Zara. Thank you. All right, I think I did the super chat, so let me go up to the top. Jalella, is there a sorcery on me? Okay. No, I don't think so. Nope. Phantom, what can I expect in the next 3 months? Okay. Next 3 months. You got the divine timing. That's the first thing that comes in. Things are going to start to fall into place. You may be reconnecting with a spiritual practice, or you may be picking up a new spiritual practice. Be careful that you're not holding yourself back. Out of the blue, somebody may show up who you thought that you were never going to hear from again. And you may also be feeling like you're very grounded and deep-rooted at your job or business relationship that's very successful. The person that shows up that you haven't heard from may be an Earth sign, a Taurus, Capricorn, or a Virgo. They also may be very creative, or you could be working on a creative project that you get a lot out of. Also, maybe focusing in the next 3 months, you may get some kind of a business idea, and you may be like the wheels may be kind of churning over the next 3 months on how to get it off the ground. Mihak 503, what's coming in the near future? Life moves forward quickly. Moving into the near future, it looks like you have some peace, serenity, just a more calm time, like where things, like you feel like you could breathe a sigh of relief and that things will work themselves out. Out of the blue, when you least expect it, you may have some spontaneity come in, or you may be doing something out of the blue that you don't normally do that brings in like a breath of fresh air. You have a wish that comes true. All 10 cups are full. Moving, probably not until the end of the year. All 10 cups are full and some passion comes in. Let's see where I am. Nisha, what can I expect when he comes back? Okay, what can I expect when he comes back? That you might have a long road ahead of you, and you may be feeling a little bit undecided, and he may come back with like treating you really well, but you still may feel like there's a long road of like healing, and it may not sit right with you. Like you may feel like all that glistens isn't gold kind of a thing. Dior's general love for the next few days. Okay, if you're not with anyone right now, you got over the next couple of days that you're taking some rest, relaxation, some time for yourself. You also have 3 different people that could be coming in. You have a Libra around you, a Cancer around you, and a Sagittarius around you. So it may have something to do with the rest and relaxation. I don't know where you live, but I don't know if you like go to a park or a lake or the beach and you're resting and you're relaxing, and that's where you meet these people. But there's 3 people coming in: Sagittarius, Cancer, and a Libra. Valentino, what's he planning to do when he returns? Slow and steady wins the race, but he may want to do something out of the blue adventurous. I don't think he dives in head first when he returns, but I think that he wants to do something fun. Daniela, when will I hear from him? Could be within the next 3 weeks. Fatal Dream, update on spiritual growth. Intuition is heightened. Intuition is heightened, and also you may be hearing things. I don't know if you're seeing images, but I think you're hearing things. You got air communication coming in. Pay attention to those, whatever it is that you hear. Elizabeth, how will Smart Lipo on my back go for me in mid-July? I think it'll go okay. I think it's fine. Soleil, tarot advice for dealing with current issues. Okay. So I don't know exactly what's going on, but this is what comes up. You're in more control. You have more control than you think. You're very well balanced. You're down to earth and you're rooted, but sometimes you let other people get the best of you. Don't let them bother you. You're prepared to deal with them, and you're stronger than you think. So I don't know exactly what's happening here, but if you're in a situation where there are people around that you don't want to be around, or you don't want to have to deal with these people, like, it's an unfortunate part of life that sometimes we have to deal with people, places, and things that we don't want to. And the cards are suggesting grin and bear it. I fucking hate saying that because I hate phony shit. I really do. I would rather somebody tell me to my face that they hate me than try to act like they're my friend when they're not. You know, I hate that. But I think sometimes the answer is you just have to grin and bear it and just get through it. It's just part of life. I hate saying that, though. You don't know how much I hate saying that. Because I feel like you shouldn't have to put up with bullshit, but sometimes just to keep your own sanity and sanity from those around you, you just have to kind of grin and bear it. So annoying. So like personal transformation, okay. Okay. I think as time moves on, and I feel like this is also as we age, right? That we just start to get a little bit more confident. Things that bothered us when we were younger don't bother us anymore. We get more comfortable in our own skin. And I think you're coming into that kind of a place where you know, like you're just feeling more secure. You might not even realize it. It might not even be something that's conscious, but just growing into the person that you are and becoming more secure in yourself and not letting things bother you the way they used to bother you. Feeling like you got perseverance. The Sun card is here. Happiness is around you. Not making a big deal over stupid little shit. You know, just letting that kind of like fall to the wayside. Moving forward, you've got the Empress here, so you know what that means. Money comes in, fertility, children if you want them, love, prosperity. Good things are coming. And I think the more that you grow and accept like things that you can't change and ignore stupid shit, and you start to look back and think like, oh, I remember when something like that would bother me. Now I don't care anymore. And it's when you kind of get to that place, it's like you realize how far you've come. You got a lot happening over the next couple of, probably between now and the end of the year. Moon, what comes through about my gifts and natural talents? Okay. Okay, well, you definitely have a very strong intuition, and you probably have somewhat of an empathetic nature, which may start to grow. If that's one thing that I don't like about myself is the empathy, because you can really feel other people's pain. And it's like we have enough of our own shit. We've got to feel yours too. But that side of you may start to grow, and you may start to find that you're feeling things deeper. Try, if you can, to keep yourself grounded so that people don't zap your energy. Natural talents, I think, is your intuition is very strong, and genuinely you're a lucky person. You got the Wheel of Fortune, so things should start to happen for you or start to fall into your lap. You're also very well prepared. You pretty much can tackle anything that shows up, so that's a natural talent a lot of people don't have. A lot of people fall into crisis very easy. You have a deep inner strength that keeps you prepared, so you're always ready to tackle a challenge. A lot of people can't say that. Soleil, tarot advice on my relationship with Leroy. Okay. Look out for a little argument. There may be the Five of Wands. There could be an argument that comes in. And a mini tower moment. The tower is in reverse. Or this could be something that already happened and it's moving into the past. It's not the biggest deal. But it does show that your relationship with him is good. But sometimes it's like other issues that are around him that cause the brother's girlfriend, that kind of shit, that interfere and affect your relationship with him. If you and him were alone and didn't have to deal with these people, it would be a totally different story. It does look like one or both of you could get controlling with the Emperor in reverse. So look out for a control issue, and that there may be a spiritual practice that the two of you pick up at some point that would help the relationship. Like I was saying before, it's unfortunate that sometimes we have to deal with these people, but it's part of life. You have no choice. So trying to just get through it the best you can rather than making everything into an argument, I think would be to your benefit. All right, I'm done with the super chats. So let's cut off the super chats. I'll do the moderators. The moderators each have 2 questions. And while I wait for the questions, I'm going to answer some people I didn't get to. Jessica, what's coming up for me and the Pisces? Look out for some anxiety. And don't hold yourself back because the 6 of Cups, Pisces is returning. Yeah, interesting. 6 of Swords. You may be moving on to greener pastures by the time the Pisces returns. Your life may be changing quickly. And you're going to be the one calling the shots. Confirmation 7. My ex has been having a lot of drama lately in his life. Is he doing okay? Yes, he'll be okay. Zara, who's coming towards me in my love life soon? You have a love connection coming in. First card that comes up. A lot of passion, and you're going to have choices. Oh, boy. You've got an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. You also have that, you may be hearing from that Taurus. There's a transformation coming in. You also have a Capricorn around you. Damn, you're going to have a lot going on. Mel, the Pisces has agreed to cease all attempts at a relationship with me and agreed to just be friends. Is he sincere about the agreement? He's sincere, but he is a little bit brokenhearted. He may be hopeful. Even if he knows nothing is going to happen between the two of you, he may still be hoping. But he's being sincere. He's almost like he's feeling like, I'd rather have a little bit than have nothing at all. Moderators have one more question. Oh, here's Zara. Okay, what can I expect from the Libra? Still nothing. He's feeling very weak right now. Strength is in reverse, but there's success and stability coming in, so you should be hearing from him. Maybe it takes a little bit longer. I think that his ego is really bruised and he's trying to kind of make you pay, but you're going to hear from him. Mel, general. You may be feeling a little bit betrayed or stabbed in the back by someone. But don't let that, and it may make you undecided about love moving forward. But you have a love connection coming in that's going to be very passionate. Maybe with a Libra. It may cause you a lot of anxiety. You may even fight with this person. You may even try to figure out what it is that's wrong with them, or what about them you can dislike. But they seem like they're a pretty likable person. You're going to have choices with the Seven of Cups. Page of Swords is here. Out of the blue, there's celebration around your relationship. You also have another air sign coming in. So you've got the Libra, but then there also may be an Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini that comes in as well. So you cut off the fire sign. Well, you have air signs coming in. Definitely one Libra, but then there could be another one. All right, let me do this new person here. Erica, welcome. Decided to move to another city and live with my father from August throughout this year. Is it a good decision? Okay. I do think it's a good decision. Things may not always be perfect, but I think that not only is it a good decision, but it's going to be a good experience, and it's something different. A new experience and some kind of a change is always good, because you're always going to learn something and you'll always grow from it. So even if a year from now you're like, I don't want to be here anymore, I want to go somewhere else, you still have that experience. And it's like impossible to change something so dramatically and not grow from it. There's always going to be growth. So yeah, I do think that it's positive, and I think you made the right decision. All right, I'm going to go. What time is it? Okay, I have somewhere to be in a little bit, and I will be back on tonight. I'll be back on tonight about 9:30. I always say 9:30, and I don't usually make it on until 10:30, but I'll be on at some point tonight. I'll see you guys later. Thank you all. Have a good day. Bye-bye.